What's up, guys? This is my 1967 Buick Skylark. This is a really cool car. It runs and drives perfect, starts right up. It's a nice, clean, original car. Nobody's messed with it. As you can see, the paint's not perfect on it. It's gonna need some stuff to be perfect if you wanted to make a show car out of it. But it's a great driver the way it sits right now, and it's not rotted. It does have a little bit of rot on the lower quarters and lower fenders, but that's it. The floors and the frame and all that are all solid and nice. It's a factory AC car. The interior is like perfect. One of the cleanest interiors I've seen in a while. It's got a 340 V8 in it. And it's a great little car. If you're looking for a car to restore as you enjoy it and as you put it back together, this would be a good candidate. Wouldn't take much work. You know, if you're handy or if you know a good body guy, just a little bit of sheet metal on the bottom edges there and you could have a nice car. See what I mean about the interior? It's like mint. The only blemish the interior has is the carpet on the front seats is worn a little bit, like where your feet go, but that's about it. The door panels and everything else are really nice. All the trim is still on this car. It has a vinyl top. The vinyl top's in great shape. All the weather stripping is nice. Same thing with the driver or the front. It's nice. Headliner's nice. There is a little rip, or not really a rip, but the stitching is coming apart right here. That's it. The rest of the headliner is very nice, and you could restitch that and it would be in good shape again. Dashboard is nice. All the trim is nice. The odometer shows 87,207 miles. Based on how clean this car is and how well it drives, I'm going to have to say that it's the original miles and it has not flipped over. So I'm going to go ahead and say it has original 87,000 on it. There's just no way it would be this clean and this nice to drive if it had more miles than that on it. You can see the carpet is worn on the driver's side right there, like I was saying. But that's it. Everything else inside is really, really nice. We've been using the car. That's why it's got our dealer plate on it. We've been actually driving it home every night just because it's fun. My son likes cruising around in it. You can see the top, no rips or anything like that. All the chrome, all the bright work is in good shape and looks good. It's got Buick rallies on it. So the spots that do need to be addressed, I'll show you at the bottom of each fender. You're gonna have to replace that because it's obviously shot. Both fenders are like that, and both lower quarter panels are like that. But that's the only rust on the whole car. The floors are nice, the frame is nice. My guess is that whoever used this, or whoever owned it, drove it as a daily driver, it had to have been parked indoors because it would have rotted elsewhere if it wasn't. So I'm assuming that they drove it in the winter, and that's where all the salt builds up right there, and that's the reason that those particular pieces rotted out, and that's it. Nothing else on the car. The trunk pans, floor plans, frame, rockers, none of that. It's all solid. Those are the only 4 places that you would have to fix, and it would not be hard to fix them. All right, I'll start it up so you guys can hear it run. See, it fires right up. Runs nice and smooth. Here's the AM radio working. Glove box light still works, and it has the original owner's manual in here. The owner protection plan with the Protecto plate, which is pretty cool. You don't usually see that in old cars. So spare fuses, and you're good to go. See, the motor runs nice. Sounds good. There's the AC compressor, which is made by Frigid Air. There's no belt on it, so I'm assuming that it does not work anymore. But it could be rebuilt if it was bad and there was something wrong with it. You could easily rebuild that. It's got power brakes. This is inside the trunk. The original trunk mat, you hardly ever see these anymore. It's a little bit dirty, but it would clean up, and it also has the spare tire cover right there. You never see that stuff. I mean, this car is 50 years old, 51 years old. All right, this is underneath the passenger side of the car. So you can see, like I was saying, the rockers are mint, the floors, the frame, all that are mint. Sorry about the helicopter, we're near an airport. But you see the rockers are perfect. There's no holes or anything like that. And this is all original. It's never been repainted or anything like that. The floors are nice. Frame rails. It's got a new muffler. Okay, this is underneath the driver's side, just like the other side, same deal. Frame is super clean and original. Rocker panels are super clean and original. No holes, no rust, nothing. Floors are all mint under here. There's no leaks or anything like that. Everything's dry underneath. Still got the original paint on the oil pan. Okay, this is underneath the back of the car. As you can see, the trunk pan is very solid. You can just see the little bit of rot on the very lower end. Well, it's not a little bit actually, but it's just the lower end of the quarter panel. That's the only part that's rotted, just the very bottom. But the trunk is solid. The fuel tank is nice. Overall, it's very clean under here. It's hard to find these cars in this kind of shape. You usually don't, you know, being this old, you usually don't see cars this original that haven't been molested in some way or another, and they usually don't have all of their trim and all of their bright work and nice glass and all that. You know, it really would not take a lot to make this car very nice. I wouldn't hesitate to drive this thing straight across the country. I mean, it really runs that good. It starts right up every time and it just goes. It's just a nice, clean, original example of what a 60s car could look like. See, the car accelerates great. It's got plenty of power. It shifts nice and smooth. We're doing about 45 miles an hour right now. Corners nicely. No crazy rattles or squeaks or anything like that. The AM radio works.
Acura of Avon, Route 44 Canton, or at Acura. Traffic and weather together.
The heat works. The car does have AC, but the AC doesn't work.
Yeah, how about the weather?
It is a factory AC car with a frigid air compressor.
41 degrees, clear, and you know what happens when it's clear? Radiation will cool, and then tomorrow it'll be a pleasant day. Really nice.
Thanks for checking out my auction, guys. If you have more questions or you want to see more pictures or video, feel free to give me a call. The number is 203-687-7030, or you can just message me right through here. If you have low feedback, like less than 15, which is the little number next to your username, contact me before you bid. I don't have a problem with you bidding if you do have low feedback, but I just want to make sure you're a real person and you're serious, because a lot of times what happens is people bid on things and they win them and then they just fall off the face of the earth and they never respond to any of my emails. And it's a waste of time. You have to relist everything all over again. So just reach out to me so I can make sure you're a real person. That's all. If you go ahead and bid first without contacting me, after watching this video of me telling you not to and me writing in the description not to, I'm going to remove your bid and I'm going to block you. That's just common sense. So just reach out to me first. Feel free to ask me as many questions as you want, and thanks for watching my video.